In Alaska, Parker Schnabel discovers what may be the richest gold mine. On the next episode of Gold Rush, he claims to have made the most crazy treasure ever. Will this be his greatest win or risk? Stop wasting time and start. In Haines, Alaska, Parker Schnabel, a young gold miner, was born to his grandfather, John Schnabel. John Schnabel was the miner's grandfather. His experience taught him the importance of putting in a lot of effort and the results of each gold nugget that he extracted from the ground. By the time he was 16 years old, he had taken over the family firm and started making deals with prominent figures in the mining industry, such as Tony Beets. He also had the ability to get land leases and demonstrate his capabilities on national television. He had amassed more than $13 million worth of gold by the time he was 25 years old. On the other hand, the high expense of pursuing gold was accompanied by the costs that were associated with operating a mining operation. The equipment that his team had to transport was so expensive that it might be compared to the price of some people's homes. These machines required continual maintenance, operators with specialized skills, and a substantial amount of gasoline. Another mound of cash was labor of some kind. When he made the decision to invest in Dominion Creek, he put $15 million into that enterprise in the hopes of receiving a return that would propel his career to the next level. Parker Schnabel is overworked managing 2 mines in different countries. He has had initial challenges in Alaska, but gold is bringing growth. His Yukon crew is rushing to mine the massive airfield claim before the season's water license expires. Everything must be stripped and paid for to mine everything left this year. Parker's crew has mined 48 of his 90 airfield acres, including the Keyhole, Easy Street, and Bear Cut. They are using Slucifer to run pay dirt from the 18-acre payback cut to the 24-acre runway cut, the largest and last cut. They must have 5 acres down to pay the next week before restarting Big Red, so it will wait until all the stripping is done. With only one wash plant, the runway cut is all hands on deck until stripped, except for one crew member. Tyson Lee drives the 750 excavator through the payback cut, while Parker handles the D11 and Mitch removes runway overburden with the 700. Given mounting barriers, staying ahead is a daily battle. Air from the 700 excavator suddenly smells like coolant, indicating difficulties. The celebrity that comes with being on reality television comes with a number of benefits, including admirers, public recognition, and a consistent revenue stream that is not necessarily dependent on the price of gold. On the other hand, it comes with a spotlight that has the potential to make every failure feel a little bit more painful. As a result of Parker's investigation, he discovered that when the cameras are on, people are waiting for errors, which are what keep reality television going. However, despite the fact that his crew toiled relentlessly and put in 75-hour weeks, the weight of leadership was firmly on his shoulders. It wasn't simply that they were employees, they were also the ones who knew him when he was at his worst and in the gutter. Not only did he owe them a wage, but he also believed that this business could continue to function. His personal life was falling apart in addition to the strain that was being placed on his finances. It was during the 7th season of Gold Rush that viewers had the opportunity to become acquainted with Ashley Ewell, an Australian veterinarian nurse. He had been in a relationship with her. The termination of their relationship in the year 2017 left him obviously upset, and the fact that he was emotionally vulnerable in that way does not make mining any different. In the moment that Parker disclosed that he had declared bankruptcy, he accepted defeat, so revealing a level of betrayal that extended beyond monetary considerations.
Walk away.
Yeah, walk away.
I'm gonna go get a thermos.
Is there some gold here?
Yeah, we're gonna waste.
The stark fact that gold mining is unpredictable, hazardous, and may even be downright unpleasant is the subject of this narrative. The devastating disappointment that comes when you pour all you have, time, money, and sweat, into the land and the earth decides to keep its treasures buried is there. A broken radiator leaks coolant into the hot exhaust manifold, disrupting their plans. Needing replacement components quickly, Mitch calls Taylor. Tyson then departs his 750, leaving him with 480, reducing his ability to transfer Slucifer money. With just 480 digging paid, they risk running out of pay dirt and having nothing to process. Reducing the feed rate reduces gold flow, but it's better than shutting down the plant. With Slucifer decreased and Big Red off, mining all 90 acres is less likely. Crews are removing heavy dirt from the runway cut.
Tyson, do you have a copy? Tyson? Hey, there's a huge build-up in the pre-wash. I don't know what to do.
I'll get it.
They're loading it out without a place to transport it since it's late in the year to open 20 feet of dirt. Parker's crew is racing to clear the 24-acre runway cut to feed Big Red wash plant. Big Red waits on a mountain to wash rocks. If they had pay dirt now, it would work. Tyson is in a tough spot after taking the 750, but opening the ground is crucial to avoid leaving a lot of gold. Tyson is digging for cash to feed Slucifer in the 480, while Mitch's 700 excavator is being repaired. He has reduced Slucifer's feed rate and hopes not to make more changes, but Big Red comes first. However, Taylor arrives with wonderful news. The 700 radiator has been changed and is ready. This should restore their momentum. This machine has transported tons of soil and paying dirt to the wash facility. Tyson can feed Slucifer 220 yards per hour with the 750 back in service. They can process more pay dirt and extract more gold. The 750's return is a big relief, allowing normal operations. Parker's Soul Wash facility is back online, promising a better season finale. Mitch Blaschke is under pressure to move pay dirt at Parker Schnabel's Indian River claim before the season expires. Both Big Red and Slucifer wash plants operate 24/7, making feeding them essential. Mitch moved Evan, a young passionate rock truck driver, to loader operator to boost output. However, a big issue abruptly halts their progress. Evan finds many large pebbles in the sluice runs, forcing Big Red to stop. Big Red is down, so no gold being processed or money is coming in, but expenses are rising. Big Red must be fixed and working again when needed. Mitch and Tyson quickly discover a blown-out screen deck portion. Huge rocks in sluice runs indicate a large hole in the screen, which filters larger pebbles from finer pay dirt. Huge pebbles clog the opening runs when the screen breaks. Interrupting water flow prevents the guns from catching gold and washes away the sluice box end. The team tackles the tricky screen repair.
The other end of that goes right into the generator head, and it's cooked right off. I mean, you know, this is the engine. This is what powers.
Mitch says the material they're processing is quite sharp and aggressive. This caustic substance slowly erodes tiny screens, cutting them. The damaged screen is removed and replaced with a new one, fastened in place. The screen deck connection is crucial to gold mining. Screens separate larger boulders from finer pay dirt, allowing gold-rich material to be collected. Breaking screens lets big rocks fall through and clog sluice channels. This clog prevents the water from flowing properly, preventing the riffles from catching the gold, which washes out of the sluice box and is lost. Big Red needs to fix the screen to keep processing pay dirt efficiently. Mitch, Tyson, and the crew quickly fix the damage, emphasizing the screen deck's value. With the new screen, the crew restarts Big Red. The effective repair brings relief and satisfaction. Evan's rapid diagnosis saves the squad a lot of gold, proving his value. Over $90,000 is worth 51.6 ounces of runway cut gold. Running Big Red for a week might net $500,000 in gold. Slucifer has been efficient, digesting the chopped dirt and generating 336.05 ounces of gold, worth over $600,000. Parker's team is optimistic because both plants are running well. They appreciate being at the end of their huge mining activity and the effort required to move the wash plants. The crew wants to maximize the season and leave no gold behind as they reach the finish. Parker Schnabel's mining operation is running, but new challenges are straining the workers. Mitch Blaschke is carefully processing a lot of pay dirt from Parker's Indian River claim before the season ends. Mitch has shifted Evan, a young, energetic crew member, from rock truck to loader to help meet demand at Big Red and Slucifer wash plants, which are open 24/7. Despite these achievements, Parker adds a major task. Parker intends to establish a new operation in Alaska's Yukon in 3 weeks, with both wash plants working well in the Bear Cut and delivering over 1,800 ounces of gold.
Big moment! This is what we've been waiting for and working on all day, buddy. Let's do it!
The season's success depends on both plants working, as over half the area cleared, covering 4 million square feet. Mitch Blaschke must free up more land, including the Panama Canal Cut, a 10-acre cut. Mitch must dig up the only road connecting the camp to the current cutting and build a new road while maintaining critical access to the mine site after hitting frozen pieces and ice on the lone road to the camp. As they start this project, they discover the earth is frozen, aggravating the issue. Tyson informs Mitch that too many projects have left them without soil for the night shift. Parker's frequent plan modifications cause tension, but Mitch's crew is determined to finish the last 350 feet of the new road. They connect the new road just in time, allowing cars to dump pay dirt. With the new road, they can pile dirt and run wash machines. The joy of a good haul and the exhilaration of seeing numbers go up are only two examples of the emotions that can be experienced. In his time working in the mining sector, gold miner Parker Schnabel has seen a great deal of failure and difficulty in terms of his finances. In the gold mining industry, the highs are powerful, but the lows cause you to rethink everything, from the decisions you make in business to the relationships you have. Although fame can magnify achievement, it also has the potential to make defeat more isolated. Downsizing is not just about cutting costs. It is also about telling individuals who have put their trust in you that they do not have a job anymore. Parker may have to start making difficult decisions regarding his finances in order to do this. Dominion Creek presents yet another obstacle, which is the looming question of whether or not he will be able to keep things functional. In addition to the need for additional people, fuel, and equipment, the cash flow is beginning to dry up. There have been times when Parker's presence on social media has been a double-edged sword. While social media platforms like his Instagram and Twitter allow him to maintain his connection with his supporters, they also provide the general public with a front-row seat to his shortcomings. It may be challenging to deal with this situation when he is attempting to maintain a positive mood for himself and his staff. The bond that Parker has with his family, and in especially the teachings that he has learned from his grandfather, John Schnabel, is at the center of everything that is going on here.
Oh, you're gonna wheel me up?
Yeah.
Okay, anytime.
Parker has been able to persevere despite the fact that everything else appeared to be coming apart, because he learnt from him the qualities of hard work, tenacity, and perseverance. However, even these lessons do not necessarily make it easier to accept the hard realities of failure after they have been experienced. The mining of gold is not just about gold. It is also about hope, danger, and the belief that there is something greater waiting for you if you dig deep enough. In spite of the fact that Parker has spent the most of his life believing in that concept, he is suddenly confronted with the opposite side of the coin. When there is no gold at the bottom of the pan, what are the things that happen? Parker is not the first miner to suffer a significant loss, and it is highly unlikely that he will be the last. The fact that Parker is accomplishing all of this while millions of people are watching is what makes him stand out from the crowd. All of the mistakes and failures that have occurred are now available for the general world to view. It won't be simple for Parker to take the next step. It is difficult to make a living in mining, and the financial losses he has sustained are significant. However, it is possible that there is something to be said about the manner in which he continues to get up, even when circumstances appear to be dire. Parker's staff is under pressure to maximize gold production with limited time and resources. Machinery runs at maximum capacity as trucks load coarse tailings. Parker's all-or-nothing decisions push the crew. In 12 hours, they finish the road, enabling vital wash plant access. Mitch examines Parker's bold strategy, knowing that gold miners cannot hold gold underground. Justin and Tyson contend with frozen pay dirt impeding gold recovery in the machine. Cold spring weather makes the permafrost refuse to thaw. The frozen substance makes stripping and hauling difficult, despite their best efforts. Mitch agrees to temporarily shut down the plant to melt and strip after discussing the issue. Though risky, they believe it's necessary to maximize gold recovery over time. By freeing up labor and resources, they aim to strip more efficiently when the weather improves. The workforce prepares to melt and strip as the facility closes, knowing that their success depends on their ability to respond to challenges. They take the risk with drive and teamwork, knowing it will pay off. Parker's decision to cease operations on Big Red because of financial worries.
There you go. That's dead nuts. I just need a rock. Yukon hammer.
Is a deviation from their usual 24/7 running plan once sluicing begins. Parker takes this smart risk due to rising fuel costs and the need to boost income. Parker hopes postponing the wash plant will allow his staff to strip more land and expose it to the sun to thaw. The success of this strategy depends on good weather, which Parker is willing to risk. Nona Lovelace, the office manager turned heavy equipment operator, uses the 73-ton D10 dozer to cut through the deep permafrost. The frozen ground makes mining difficult, but Nona's passion drives her to go. Nona thinks mining is fun since you can overcome obstacles like permafrost. Due of permafrost's harshness, the D10 dozer's blade peels up, stopping progress. Big Red's downtime is compounded by this setback, placing pressure on the team to fix it soon. Technician Smith and welder Dan Colon rush to repair the D10 dozer and restore service. Their efforts show the gravity of the situation, as every moment missed means lost cash. After the suspended pay downtime, the crew resumes operations with relief and worry, despite the shortcomings. They made over $290,000 in gold during the shortened week. While this is a break, Parker knows their situation is terrible. With so much soil to process, any more delays could hurt the season. Parker Schnabel is meticulously planning to capitalize on a potentially successful pay streak with the 4-acre wolf cut on the other side of the claim. Parker wants to deliver 1,000 ounces of gold this season, so he needs to efficiently access the pay dirt, which is 30 feet underground. The crew must remove 100,000 yards of overburden to reach gold-rich soil. The approaching season makes this duty urgent and requires careful planning and hard work. The group meets many hurdles along an old dredge pond, made worse by the flooding. Parker realizes the muddy conditions are making things harder. He warns about big machinery getting bogged in the mud and stresses the significance of careful maneuvering to avoid problems. When it comes to gold mining, tenacity is just as important as luck, and Parker possesses both of these qualities in plenty. Is that sufficient to have a positive impact on the situation? Time is the only thing that can tell. A Dutch gold miner, upon discovering that his stationary dredges were not going to get him to his aim, made the decision to concentrate on an abandoned trommel machine that had been constructed by a renegade miner several decades earlier. This is the story that centers around the Dutch gold miner. As opposed to transporting material to a predetermined spot, the trommel provided mobility and the freedom to move with pay soil. In order to return to base camp, the miner was required to disassemble and transport the trommel, which resulted in a daily expenditure of more than $60,000. The steep terrain and boat voyage made the journey challenging. One truck had a damaged tire and twisted rim, but the miner was unharmed. The crew worked hard to disassemble and transfer the trommel, moving the 20-ton drum onto a military tank transporter despite adverse conditions. During the trip, the truck got bogged in the mud and needed a backhoe loader to release it. The mining boss was pleased when they returned the trommel to camp after 3 days. The mobile trommel appeared efficient and flexible since it could handle massive amounts of material faster than anything else the digger had employed. As gold prices were at an all-time high, the miner relied on the trommel. The mining operator always thought long-term and took risks, and the trommel was a future investment. It helped him keep his business going despite all the challenges.
Pipeline to see what happens.
The mining veteran had previously spent over $1 million on a custom excavator to dig 9,000 ounces of gold. His prosperity came from smart investments and taking chances that others wouldn't. The Dutch miner was known for his tough management style, which was not always well appreciated. After throwing gasoline into a dredge pond and lighting it on fire, he was criticized and fined for environmental infractions. His harsh treatment of employees, especially during failures, often irritated them. Safety and the insistence on correcting mistakes created a high-pressure workplace. Living on a reality show made things harder. The prospector was scrutinized by the public because his every move was broadcast. The risk-taker knew his actions would have consequences, whether they violated environmental laws or mistreated his crew. Michael Baudry, a new crew member, keeps calm despite the obstacles. Michael brings tenacity and perseverance from past adversity to the group, ready to tackle any challenge.
There with a chain on the excavator, get it up on dry ground so we could work on it. It must have shut off or the silt got in there and plugged it up.
Water escaping melting permafrost complicates excavating. This unforeseen event floods the cut with pond water, threatening their efforts. Parker and his staff plan to manage rising water levels after realizing the problem. They installed a sump pump to regulate water flow and prevent floods, allowing them to control the dig site. Parker perseveres to maximize the wolf cut's potential and ensure no gold extraction is missed. Mark cleverly floated the pump on old pontoons to prevent flooding. It's a race against time to rescue the season and keep the money flowing. Mitch is stressed with only 5 days to launch Lucifer. Summer seems to fly by. Mitch places Slucifer in a 30-ton pad and installs the super stacker for speedy pay dirt processing to meet Parker's deadline. Getting everything ready for surgery is a race against time. The crew races to finish Slucifer before Parker arrives from Alaska after repairing the super stacker. As they board the 120-foot super stacker, nervousness grows. However, it elevates and hits the free wash, marking a major goal. Parker is closer to digging out the 90-acre airstrip and starting his Alaska enterprise with 2 wash plants. Despite challenges, the team is determined to keep the gold flowing. An unexpected conveyor blowout halted production, but Parker's crew quickly restored it. Big Red continued to extract gold from the Easy Street cut, securing revenue. Chris detailed their earnings, showing a considerable increase over last year. Having the super stacker at the cut is a big step toward making Slucifer operational. Mitch and his colleagues work hard to cover every detail because failure could slow them down. The conveyor plug occurrence shows that mining always has obstacles. Parker's quick thinking and the team's resourcefulness allow them to solve the problem swiftly, demonstrating their flexibility to unexpected conditions. The crew's recent successes and future prospects keep them upbeat despite their problems. When they hit 1,500 ounces for the season, they feel accomplished. Parker warns them that the Alaska operation is coming up.
Hustling.
You got it pumping, huh?
Yeah. The more you start revving it, the faster it goes, but the chance of it blowing up gets a lot better.
The crew knows their success depends on their ability to stay focused and go forward under difficult conditions. Parker and his team are driven by purpose. Despite challenges, they are committed to a record-breaking season. Mud pits and equipment failure have plagued Parker Schnabel and his gold hunting team. They persevered through determination and resourcefulness, showing their unrelenting commitment to success. Parker's leadership and hands-on attitude have helped the team overcome mining's complexity and create confidence in their ability to succeed. Parker remains certain that the work will be beneficial as they open new cuttings and push through the toughest terrain. Parker Schnabel's gold search is looking good with a new Alaska operation and promising results. Do you like this content? Subscribe and follow us for more.
There are so many television shows out there with massive appeal and popularity. However, there is one that has proven to be the most unique that rises above all others: Gold Rush. It is a show all about the drama, money, and challenges that come with chasing gold and racing against time to make your profit. One of the greatest stars to come out of this harsh environment is Parker Schnabel. But what really happened to Parker Schnabel? Did something negative happen to him? Let's find out. Parker Schnabel is a superstar gold miner on Discovery's reality television series Gold Rush.
Like, I would say that this one definitely costs a lot more to run. They find more gold. It's bigger. It's more comfortable.
But there are a lot of questions in the air about him, his career, and his personal life. To get some of the most common questions out of the way, like what is Gold Rush and Parker's connection to it? Gold Rush is a show that follows different mining families and their gold mining operations in Alaska. Parker Schnabel's family has a long history of gold mining, and he is the latest to start his own operation and take his place as the head of his own crew. Becoming the leader when it comes to gathering the most gold out of all the other crews on the show, he has only grown in experience and ambition. Because of his great success, he has become a fan favorite and has starred in every season of Gold Rush. This popularity even got him his own spin-off show, Gold Rush: Parker's Trail. In his various cameos and spin-off shows, we follow Parker Schnabel across the world, looking for the best gold mining locations, meeting new people, and seeing new places.
I really want to thank you all. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. And I hope that every one of you guys wants to come back.
These new opportunities take up a lot of Parker's time, but give fans extra screen time to enjoy his personality. Seeing him in these foreign environments excites fans, but it only makes them more curious about the parts of his life that remain unaired and unknown. Despite being a fan favorite, he appears to be content with his fame, rarely updating his social media pages with anything too personal, and seemingly uninterested in giving long interviews that touch on his intimate relationships and family life. Parker is a rare type of celebrity who prefers to stay under the radar. New Gold Rush seasons premiere only once a year, and for a brief moment, we can see all of these people in their professional element. We also see their relationships, friendships, and troubles with each other. Parker is an ambitious, kind, and funny person who generally gets along well with people. However, there was some drama on the set of Gold Rush involving Parker and Tony Beets. He believed that the other mining head of the Beats crew was trying to sabotage his work and success just a few seasons ago.
So as a sign of good faith on my end, I'm just gonna bring you some royalties in advance if that works for you.
This plotline has been an underlying tension in some of the later seasons of Gold Rush as Parker has grown in experience and popularity, causing the king of the Klondike, Tony Beats, to take notice. Of course, this kind of rivalry is typical in a cutthroat industry like gold mining and can create some fantastic television. However, despite the drama on the set of the show, some observant fans and watchers can gather that Parker is doing very well and handles new obstacles and challenges with calm and determination. This reflects a good mindset and a stable home life. Even during the pandemic, when the entire global economy was put in peril, Schnabel and the Gold Rush crew managed to make it to the Yukon and back to their mining and filming schedules. This was also in large part thanks to the government deciding that gold miners qualified as essential workers. An attitude that rejects quitting and marches on no matter the obstacle. This conclusion by fans was put into doubt when they started to notice that Parker was getting less screen time on the show.
Well, Chris, I think it's looking a lot better.
We won't know until the next cleanup, but I think we'll have a happy Parker now.
This concerned people, and they wondered if the producers meant to phase him out completely. But he put those fears to rest when he conducted an old-fashioned question-and-answer style interview online. He explains that the reason he is not on screen as much as he has been in past seasons is because of the added responsibility he has taken on over the years. According to Schnabel, as soon as business starts getting big enough, you're dealing with so much paperwork and permitting and employee stuff and accountants and taxes, and the list goes on and on. I don't enjoy the day-to-day of that, but I enjoy the process and I enjoy the outcomes. A victim of his own booming success, but he doesn't complain about it much. In fact, he even takes time in this Q&A to praise his crew for lightening his stressful workload. He says having varied skills among miners is immensely important, and when a gold mining operation is on the smaller side, members often need to wear many different hats and engage in different jobs. The good thing about his own workload expansion is that it has caused his employees' workload to shrink a bit. This is because Parker's company has grown, and now they are able to hire more hands to help them out and take different chores off the other miners' shoulders.
Over where we're working, we're gonna have some really unstable banks. Don't do anything sketchy when it comes to working around the water. Just always stay way back from the edge.
The end of his Q&A session was a sweet and appreciative post to his fans and his team who made all of his success possible. He feels that his team are capable people who can pick up the slack when he is absent as he works to grow the company. So they are never in fear of losing out on opportunity and work. This post did a good job of thanking fans for their concern, while also letting them know that he has had to make sacrifices for the greater good of the company and to reiterate his love and appreciation for his crew. Real fans know that Parker's ambition would never allow for stagnation, and that he always has his priorities in the right order to succeed. He proved this when he answered a fan's question about the toughest challenges he faces on a mine site. Parker explained that the biggest problem that he and his contemporaries face is an industry problem in the gold mining sector. He describes that every industry has what people would coin as the total addressable market, meaning that if a person were to sell newspapers, they would only be allowed to sell to so many people. But this is different in mining. In placer mining in the Yukon, there are only so many ounces of gold in the ground, and they are all fighting over the same ounces of gold. This is a terrifying problem to face, as every new mining crew that joins the industry only makes everyone else's goals that much harder to reach. The gold is a finite resource, and the lands they have traditionally mined are beginning to run dry. Parker's solution to this problem is to find new virgin land that has yet to be excavated, perhaps something he has learned from his spin-off show. However, this is not as easy as it sounds, as gold mining is a hard and expensive business that requires heavy investment for rewards that may not even pay out. He ends this line of thought with a haunting quote, "So that's the big struggle? The goal of every mining company is to put itself out of business." However, even with all of this drama and stress in the business, there are still hints of romance that slip through the cracks of Parker's fiercely private life. With all of his good fortune, intelligence, and skill, it shouldn't come as a surprise that he has already bought himself a home estimated to be around $950,000, and rumors say that he has even found someone to share it with.
72-23. So cheers to all you guys. Thank you.
One whispered love interest is Ashley Yule, who he met in Australia after he invited her to spend the summer in Alaska with him and mine some gold while they were at it. But things between them didn't seem to work out, with Ashley leaving after season 8. Another Australian love interest he had was Tyler Mahoney, who was on a spin-off show, Aussie Gold Hunters, when they met. Unfortunately, they never met in person and seemed to only have a professional relationship. A love interest that really got people talking was Sheena Cowell, who is a Gold Rush co-star and rumored to be single and ready to mingle. Parker Schnabel has been in the gold mining industry since he was a child and became the star of a television show as soon as he left school. Famous from a young age, he has worked hard to maintain his privacy and enjoy his life with some level of anonymity out in the world.
But yeah, if you could get it done while I'm gone.
Okay, man. Well, we'll get after it, and hopefully we can keep everything else running while we're doing that.
Thank you, and good luck.
However, fans and media have been able to gather enough information to draw some good conclusions as to what he's been up to and why. Any worried fans out there should put their worries for him behind them. With an estimated $10 million net worth, Parker Schnabel is going to be all right. We hope you had some of your questions answered. Thanks for watching until the end. Make sure to leave a comment down below to tell us what other questions you have about Gold Rush. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth content like this. Turn on notifications so you won't miss out on any new uploads. Parker Schnabel stands in the cold Yukon, where the wind whispers stories of gold. That he worked hard and didn't give up in the gold mines is something that many people can learn from. There is one thing though. How much does Parker make? How much money does he have? Today, we're looking for answers to find out what this modern-day Gold Rush hero was really like. Parker Schnabel, a gold mining hero from the Yukon Territory of Canada, is known for his hard work and determination in the industry. Born on July 22, 1994, in Haines, Alaska, he inherited the great qualities of his grandfather, John Schnabel, who is the biggest name in the industry. At an early age, Parker began mastering the skill of gold mining in Porcupine Creek, Alaska, where his grandfather owned a mine. This was the moment when he fell in love with gold excavation. Parker's participation in the Discovery Channel reality show, Gold Rush, provided the first step towards his financial success. His strategic thinking and never-say-die attitude endeared him to the audience. As a teenager, Parker made his way through the ranks of the gold business, leading him to become a wealthy entrepreneur. Unofficial sources suggest that his net value is $8 million, which is proof of his unrelenting devotion and strategic excellence in the mining business. However, the exact amount of gold taken out by Parker is closely guarded information. Gold mining is a complex affair, and miners often guard their production figures to maintain a competitive advantage. The actual depth to which Parker Schnabel's gold mining activities are exposed to the mass media may never be fully unveiled. Despite his success, Parker keeps on breaking the limits with his quest to find new gold deposits and his deep love for the land. He does not believe in taking straight paths and is prepared to take on new challenges with each new season. In 2010, at only 16, Parker took out a mining claim on Porcupine Creek, and with a small crew, he started prospecting for gold. Parker demonstrated an outstanding talent for the art form, displaying skills and instincts beyond his age. He showed a sharp eye for gold spots that were often missed by others, making him different from the others. His talents went beyond just the science of gold mining. He had an instinct for the art of gold mining. With strategic planning and practical know-how, he came up with a new approach to gold extraction that was both efficient and profitable. His mining strategy was nothing less than artistic, adjusting his approach to the demands of the unpredictable environment. In conclusion, Parker Schnabel's story serves as a testament to his dedication, determination, and skill in the gold mining industry. His story serves as a reminder of the importance of perseverance, adaptability, and the power of determination in the face of adversity. Parker Schnabel, a gold mining prospector, has become a shining example for young miners, demonstrating that age is not a barrier to success in an industry where experience always comes first. His success as a prospector has grown, and his fame as a gold mining prospector has become a shining example for young miners. In 2012, Parker gained the attention of producers of the reality show Gold Rush, which follows the lives of several gold mining families in the Yukon Territory of Canada. Parker was a major player on the show and became a well-known person. He used his growing popularity to become even more successful, becoming a speaker and author, and building his line of gold mining equipment. Parker then branched into other industries such as jewelry and clothing. His jewelry company exploited the timeless appeal of gold and precious stones, providing customers with beautiful pieces that conveyed his mining passion and craftsmanship. His clothing firm focused on a small market of outdoor lovers and thrill seekers who were looking for durable and stylish clothing for their adventures in nature. What makes Parker stand out among other entrepreneurs is his ability to identify untapped market niches and use them advantageously. He can distinguish himself from competitors through innovation, creativity, and strategic thinking. Parker's business journey is truly unique due to his willingness to take risks and face challenges boldly. Starting as a teenage miner, he has been through a lot of struggles and disappointments in his life, but continues to explore new possibilities and motivate others to do the same. His strong work ethic, unyielding determination, and commitment to quality make him a true asset to the communities where he operates. Throughout his journey, Parker's family has always been there for him. His grandfather, John Schnabel, was a very big influence on his decision to pursue gold mining. He was never stopped from pursuing his goals by his parents. With dedication and perseverance, nothing is impossible for Parker. In 2016, Parker's grandfather, John Schnabel, died at the age of 92. Despite the pain of his loss, Parker's determination burned brighter than the weight of his grief. He returned to Porcupine Creek, where he had acquired mining skills from his grandfather. He knew that his grandfather would have expected him to continue his family tradition, to keep the dream of gold alive. Parker's new mine in the Yukon Territory was a labor of love that started with his grandfather's teachings and was continued by his unwavering dedication. When the first golden specks were found on the ground, it was a victory that had no comparison. Parker's quest was not finished yet, and the path ahead was riddled with difficulties and obstacles. He never hesitated from his determination to succeed and found inspiration in the memory of his grandfather and the knowledge that he was following a proud family tradition. Parker Schnabel, a successful gold miner and a role model for many children worldwide, understands that making a profit and taking care of the environment go hand in hand. He is committed to safeguarding the territory and minimizing the negative effects of mining operations, demonstrating his character and principles. Responsible mining is not just a marketing slogan for Parker, it is a lifestyle. He realizes that mining can have a severe impact on the environment, from habitat destruction to water pollution. He has decided to do everything he can to minimize the operation's impact on the environment. Parker demonstrates this through the application of rigorous environmental rules at his mines, such as recovery efforts and water management strategies. Parker's environmental management is not limited to the fulfillment of environmental regulations. He is always willing to go the extra mile, looking for more environmentally friendly mining practices that put the long-term health of the land first. Through reforestation or wildlife conservation, Parker is always on the lookout for ways to repay the environment that supports him. Parker's support for responsible mining is not confined only to his own operations. He is now a vocal supporter of sustainability in the industry, using his influence to raise awareness about the significant role played by environmental conservation. Through public speaking, media appearances, and social media campaigning, Parker persuades other miners to adopt the same practices and join him in the fight to protect the environment. Parker's determination to face the challenges that come with responsible mining is what makes him most admirable. He never avoids hard conversations and tough decisions, considering them as opportunities for development and betterment. Through the recognition of the fundamental contradiction between mining and ecological conservation, Parker can come up with creative solutions that simultaneously address both issues. Parker's charitable activities in the Yukon Territory show how he is a kind man with a strong desire to make the world around him a better place. His generosity does not stop with the limits of his mining operations and leaves an indelible mark on all the people and places he cares about. Parker's generosity is not limited to just writing a check or attending a fundraising event. He is not just a resident, but a real stakeholder in the communities he belongs to. He also acknowledges the importance of building strong connections with community members, allowing him to hear their worries and work with them to solve pressing problems. Despite being a famous and wealthy man, Parker remains humble and approachable, never looking for acknowledgement or rewards for his good activities. He believes that community service is not a responsibility, but rather a privilege, acknowledging the great impact even the smallest acts of kindness can have on those in need, families, or individuals. Parker Schnabel, a gold mining industry star with a net worth of $15 million, is a key figure in the industry. His success can be attributed to his participation in the popular Discovery Channel show, Gold Rush, where he earns a substantial income from each episode. Parker's success is not just about the money, but also his unmatched ability and mastery as a gold miner. His fans have been glued to their screens for weeks, cheering him on unconditionally. In addition to his Gold Rush earnings, Parker has diversified his income through other ventures that include entrepreneurship. He has opened his own mining company and created a jewelry and clothing line, proving his ability to spot opportunities quickly. These enterprises define Parker's wealth and make him a force to be reckoned with in the business world. Despite his vast achievements and wealth, Parker remains down-to-earth and modest. He respects persistence, honesty, and determination above all else, and has never forgotten his origin as a young miner in Alaska. His genuineness and modesty have made him a favorite among fans and colleagues, and a beloved personality in the gold mining circles. Parker also earns a substantial income from his gold-digging business, being a claim owner in the Yukon Territory and a consistent gold extractor. He has launched several firms, adding to his total capital. With great wealth comes great accountability, and the public is curious about how Parker spends all this cash. Parker Schnabel is living a life that many people cannot imagine, and he is doing it all with passion, determination, and a soft heart. When it comes to the finer things in life, Parker knows how to enjoy them. He owns 2 properties, one in Haines, Alaska, and one in the Yukon Territory. His house in Haines is a spectacle with 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and breathtaking views of nearby mountains and forests. Parker's real estate empire is not limited to Alaska, as he has acquired a vacation rental property in the Yukon Territory. This property targets a broad spectrum of guests, earning him a large income. Parker's real estate investments are based on a mix of market research, financial analysis, and intuition. He diversifies his wealth across different asset classes, such as real estate, stocks, and business ventures to minimize risks and maximize potential returns. Each property in his portfolio acts as a brick in his financial future, providing stability, growth, and possibilities of wealth creation. The most impressive thing about Parker's real estate empire is his ability to adjust to the changing market. Over time, he remains flexible and responsive, adapting his investment strategy to take advantage of new trends and possibilities. Parker Schnabel, a gold mining legend and author, is not only known for his role on Discovery Channel's Gold Rush, but also for his passion for cars. He owns a fleet of high-quality vehicles, including the Ford Raptor, a rugged off-road truck, and a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, a luxury SUV. The Raptor is a head-turner with its bespoke design, glossy black with contrasting red highlights, and oversized tires, reflecting his character as brave, ambitious, and ready for the next adventure. Parker's Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon is renowned for its durability, performance, and luxurious interior, making it a symbol of his success and impeccable taste. The Jeep Wrangler, another popular off-road vehicle among outdoor enthusiasts and thrill-seekers, is the most popular off-road vehicle due to its rugged design, removable top, and legendary four-wheel drive capabilities. The Chevrolet Silverado, a versatile and capable vehicle, has been modified to suit Parker's specific needs, making it a reliable and dependable companion for everyday driving and off-road exploration. In addition to his practicality and performance, Parker's cars are an expression of his personality and interests. Every vehicle in his collection has a story behind it, some telling about his love for an off-road adventure or his taste for luxury and style. He is living the good life, with his real estate holdings and car collection being what they are. However, the real issue is what will happen to Parker after that. He has the energy and determination to achieve anything, and who knows what other victories he will achieve in the future. One thing is for sure, Parker Schnabel is living his dream and doing it in style. Parker Schnabel is also a great author, having written 2 books that provide insight into his exceptional life. His debut book, Golden Dreams, the memoir Chasing Golden, Finding My Fortune in the Yukon, provides readers with a fascinating insight into his incredible journey. With vivid storytelling and candid reflections, Parker leads readers on an unforgettable journey, recounting the hardships, victories, and valuable lessons that he learned during this period. From the very beginning of his gold mining career in Alaska, Parker encountered many hurdles on his way to success. As the grandson of famous gold miner John Schnabel, Parker spent his childhood in the mining culture and learned the craft from his early days. One of the main problems that Parker faced was to be recognized as a reputable and successful miner in his own right. With limited resources and experience, he ventured into the difficult business of renting a claim on Porcupine Creek and starting his own mining operation. With the growth of his mining operation, his reputation in the industry became more and more known. His talent for discovering gold in areas not noticed by others earned him the reputation and respect of his colleagues. During his process, Parker met many interesting people who gave him diverse ideas about the business. This voyage of self-discovery, growth, and change was a testament to his courage, stability, and unyielding determination. Parker Schnabel's two books, Golden Dreams and Audacious Gold, offer readers a unique perspective on the gold mining industry. In Golden Dreams, Parker shares his personal experiences and challenges readers to pursue their own goals, no matter how unattainable they may seem. His second book, Audacious Gold: How I Turned Passion into Profit, provides an exclusive look into the gold mining business, sharing the knowledge, strategies, and wisdom he has acquired in the industry. The main theme of Audacious Gold is Parker's profound knowledge of the complexities of the gold mining business. He covers the entire chain of events from prospecting and exploration to extraction and processing. The book emphasizes the importance of finding the right claims, as mining for gold is a risky business that depends on getting the best claims, which yield the most profits. Parker uses careful research, strategic planning, and a good eye for spotting opportunities to identify and purchase some of the best mining properties, laying the groundwork for his success in the industry. In Audacious Gold, Parker gives readers a step-by-step guide on the best ways to maximize the value of their claims, including assessments and evaluations, as well as the implementation of efficient mining practices. By improving operations and reducing costs, miners can increase their profitability and sustain the industry. His strong focus on teamwork and collaboration is emphasized in Audacious Gold, which has resulted in innovation, productivity, and success. The most precious part of this book is Parker's openness about the difficulties and barriers he has met in the industry, such as equipment malfunction, environmental issues, market volatility, and regulatory challenges. He furnishes readers with the nuts and bolts of dealing with adversity, adjusting to change, and succeeding in an industry constantly in transformation. What distinguishes Audacious Gold from other books in the same category is the author's unique viewpoint and his authentic voice. He narrates anecdotes from the field and offers tips on gold mining business management. Parker's writing is both informative and entertaining, making it a must-read for anyone interested in the gold mining business. Parker Schnabel is not only a bookworm, but also a global traveler, having traveled to places like Australia, New Zealand, and Guyana. His passion for discovering new cultures and appreciating the world's beauty knows no limits, and his travel experiences are often shared on social media. In addition to his gold coins, Parker has a collection of valuable jewelry made from gold and diamonds, as well as a hobby of gathering items used during the gold rush in the Yukon Territory. He has invested in several technology companies that are innovating new ways of gold exploration and extraction, resulting in significant returns. Despite his literary fame, worldwide travels, and investments, Parker Schnabel remains determined to reach the top of the world. His determination make him one hell of a person.